Hey guys, we're back with the 915 Gym series. We're teaching you how to use the machines inside the gym to do any kind of extra work, or maybe work on your weaknesses, or any extra work outside of your normal CrossFit, FemFit, whatever you're doing inside the big gym. And today we're working with Coach Edith.
Hey guys, and today we're going to be doing some core movements.
Let's get started. All right guys, this movement is called the cable crunch, and today we're going to be using the rope attachment. So Edith is going to put the rope attachment on. And you're just attaching it up to a top cable machine. She's going to grab the rope on her knees. Okay. The important thing here is that you are going to take your wrist and make sure that your forearms are 90 degrees to the ground and not way out in front of you this way, or even this way, right? So they want right by your head. So you're going to kind of cradle your head in between your forearms and basically grab onto the rope in that position. She's going to extend her back up. And she's just going to crunch down and try not to use a lot of momentum so you're not swinging with it. And as she crunches, she's going to really concentrate for that matter, on squeezing at the bottom as she crunches. So this is a weighted crunch with a cable machine. Perfect. All right, so this one's called the cable crossover, or cable cross chop. Sorry, cable cross chop. You're going to be using the single bar. Single handle. So Edith is going to put this handle on the bottom position of the cable. You can adjust your weights however you need to, okay, by just pulling the pin, putting them in. She's going to stand away from the cable machine or the handle. Going to go in towards the middle where there's some tension on the cable. Her arms are going to be straight out, locked out, and she's going to start from the bottom, from her hip, and pull up to her opposite shoulder. Bottom from the hip, pull up to the opposite shoulder, twisting the trunk and keeping your hips pointed straight ahead. Hips, so the trunk is moved in two different planes. So your hips are pointed straight ahead, and the top torso is what moves to contract the obliques. This is a great one for the obliques, which are the sides of your core or your abs. All right, these are the side bends. Again, we're using a single handle. Just like what you would do on a kettlebell, but now it's cable weighted. You're standing straight across, legs are locked out, bending as much as you can to one end, and then really reaching and squeezing on the opposite end. And those are, again, a big oblique movement. Nice. All right, guys, these are called the Russian dumbbell twists. Edith is going to lock her feet into just about anything. You can use the belt squat machine if you'd like. Knees are about a 45-degree angle. All she's going to do is just like the cable cross chops, she's separating the upper torso from the bottom torso, keeping the hips straight and twisting with her upper torso. Okay? From there, you can add straight into crunches, weighted crunches, just like that. And those are Russian twist and weighted crunches. All right, guys, we're going to use the landmine station. And the landmine station, the way you set this up, and these are for landmine twists, is you grab a barbell, okay, and you're going to put it in to the landmine. And you can use two at a time, or just one. All the way in there, okay, it gives it a pivot point. And then I want to ask Edith to come and demonstrate the landmine twist. So she's going to grab the bar. Now this can be weighted. You can put a weight on top of it, or you can just use the bar, but it can be as heavy as you like it to be by just adding weight to the bar as you would a normal bar. Okay. She's going to stand with her legs straight again. All right. She's going to have her arms straight out. Now she's going to start to twist her torso, keeping the arms straight out all the way to the side, all the way to her hip, all the way back to the other hip. And this is another really just good all-around core movement. You'll feel it a ton in the obliques as well as your major mid-core as well. It's a great movement. It's a fun one to do too. That's it. And that, by the way, is the landmine twist. That was the 915 Gym Core Series number 1. Remember, you can put all these into a circuit if you'd like to. You can do them in sets, one at a time, and move on to the next station one at a time. For core, I always find that it's nice to do a circuit. So you're doing a one set, kind of like you do in CrossFit rounds for time. But this time, remember that there's no time associated with it. So it's not for time. It's not how quickly you can do it. It's really how controlled, and make sure and really concentrated on the muscle that you're working. rather than there's no clock, there's no one right next to you you're trying to beat. So just make sure that it's nice and controlled and you'll get the best benefits from that. Thanks, Edith.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.